ever needed to quickly track down a paper you've read before or one a colleague has just mentioned? Maybe you only remember the title, the author, or even just the journal. SciX makes pinpointing that exact paper fast and frustration-free. Let's show you how. So I'm going to dive straight into Science Explorer and explore an area of research that's piqued my interest lately. It's a bit of NASA research that's looking at potential biosignatures in Martian mudstone samples. Now, I don't remember the title of the paper, but I do know that the author, or one of the authors, was Ashley Murphy, who works on some awesome astrophysics research out in California. So I'm going to start off by searching for their name in an entirely unfielded way. So I've put in their name without any kind of fielded search, and I have 642 results, which is quite a lot. But if I want to search specifically by saying that Ashley Murphy is an author, I can highlight their name, click on the author quick field here, and you'll see that the search term has been bound within a field called author. So if I search for that, then it drops down from 642 results to 624 results. A little bit more manageable, but still a few too many papers for me to read in one sitting. This is where our smart refinement filters come in. If I click on the author field here and click on this drop down, we'll see lots of different versions of A. Murphy as authors of different papers, of these 624 papers. Now I can click on Ashley Murphy, and I happen to know that their middle initial is an E, so they often publish under A.E. Murphy as well. So if I click on these two authors and select or, we can see that the search results drop down to a much more manageable 32 papers. And what is brilliant is that I can already see that the paper that I have in mind is this first paper here. The redox-driven mineral and organic associations in the Jezero crater Mars. Of course, it was a chemistry paper that I was looking for all along, because I am but a chemist. Now, these are ranked by relevance, and relevance takes into account how recent the paper is, how many citations that a paper has, and also whether or not the paper is refereed or not refereed. Now, I'm currently searching in the general science category, so that is how they have been ranked. If, however, I wanted to look at some results through a particular lens, say we were to choose Earth Science, for example, then I can actually go up to the top and click on Earth Science as my category, and you'll see that the ranking slightly changes. Now, whether or not I choose one of these sub-disciplines, we are still searching the entire corpus of information available in Science Explorer, but if I search a specific discipline, the rankings are slightly weighted differently so that the papers that are more relevant to Earth Science will come up higher in the list. So, for example, the redox-driven paper that I've been looking at that I'm interested in has dropped down to second place in relevance when I search by Earth Science, because this microplastic paper is deemed to be more interesting, and again, it's by Ashley Murphy. Now, I want to look at this particularly through an astrophysics lens, so if I click on astrophysics, I can see that the redox-driven mineral reactions has come back up to the top in terms of relevance. So I know that this is the paper that I'm looking for. I do remember that the first author was Joel Horowitz. If I click on the paper, I get even more details about the paper. So I have the abstract here, and if I just scroll down, I have a whole bunch of other information. So I know that the paper was published towards the end of September because I remember hearing about it in a conference towards the end of last year. I can also see which collections that it's in and the particular keywords that are associated with it. If there are UAT keywords as well, then they are also going to be included here too. Now, this is super exciting because I can see that of all of these papers, Ashley Murphy is listed here. This is definitely the paper that I'm looking for. And so I can actually access the paper itself. It looks like I have a few different links here. We've got the PubMed Central links, obviously because this is a platform that brings together lots of open research. You can access the paper through the PubMed Central link that we have. I'm actually going to click on the publisher HTML just to see whether or not I can access the paper there too. Now, this brilliantly is an open access paper. I can see that the download PDF button is over here, but it means that I can explore the entire paper itself. straight from the Science Explorer platform. So if I just jump back, I think what is particularly exciting about this is that I've been able to find one specific paper just by searching through Science Explorer and by looking at some of those smart refinement tools to help me get there. So this is just one example of how, even if you don't know the title or the first author of a paper that you're looking for, you can use the Science Explorer platform to find exactly what you're looking for to accelerate your research and discovery.